It's time to talk about types of lexical rules now. There may be multiple types of lexical rules, but they come from the general formula of deriving new words from the old words. The general formula about which all lexical rules revolve is that we form more words from already existing words. And this formation or the creation of the meanings of old words is based on certain linguistic or we can say lexical rules. Major types of these rules involve morphological derivation, then we have conversion, and we have semantic transfer. Morphological derivation is based on the change in the morphological specification of a word. As we make new words by adding affixes, including word prefix and a suffix, and we make new words, for example, by adding a suffix of less, we create more words. If we add the suffix of less, less, with the noun thought, it would become thoughtless. Then if we add less with clue, it will become clueless. So we make new words, and generally there is a change in syntactic function of these words also when they're combined and turn into new words, and there is definitely a change in the meaning also. We have another rule in form of conversion where the change is in the syntactic function of the word, and also change is available in the meanings, but there may not necessarily be any change in the morphological specification, their overall structure making of the word. So we have a change in the syntactic function in the lexical rule of conversion usually. If you have a look at the example in front of you, it says says us or tells us about the uses of the word catch. Catch, we can derive a noun catch from the verb catch, and this noun is used in, or is a very popular term in cricket. We can see when somebody holds the ball in the air, we say he has taken a catch, or we can say Shahid Afridi had a big catch, or if you drop the catch, you actually lose the match. So catch is primarily a verb, but it can be used as a noun. This new syntactic function leads us to know about the shift of conversion. Another example can be found in the formulation of nouns from certain verbs, or otherwise from when we form verbs from nouns. This can be also seen as an example of conversion. So we can have an example like the words or verbs meaning to put into or to put on to. For example, we have the sentences like he pocketed the change. The pocket is a noun, we all know, but when we say pocketed, it means we put into something, right? Into our pocket, or we have put something into a safe place. He netted the ball, and this verb netted has emerged from the noun net, and in this case we mean that he put the ball into the net. So there is a clear change in the syntactic function, but this is not possible with all nouns. For example, they card all their belongings to mean they put all their belongings into the car. This may not be a correct conversion because a native speaker might not accept it. They card is probably a wrong conversion to a commonsensical understanding of the language. We can see that example 1 and 2 are acceptable, but the third one is not acceptable. And this rule is more general than most of other rules because most of the words formulated in English are usually through conversion. We also have another type which means semantic transfer, and uh, the meanings of something are included in the meanings of another thing, and this exists in various forms of figures of speech, usually we use in literature or in other pieces of writing. Metonymy is one of those kinds where we have a clear semantic transfer. If you look at the examples there, neighborhood objected to his plans. A neighborhood is an entity which includes the meanings of the people living in the neighborhood. Neighborhood not a living entity here. It's rather it consists of the people who are living around you. So the meaning of the people who live around you are shifted or transferred to this word neighborhood. Similarly, I enjoy Shakespeare immensely. Here, Shakespeare does not mean the Shakespeare, the writer himself. Rather, it's the works of the Shakespeare. When we say I enjoy Shakespeare, I enjoy Milton, or I enjoy James, so we actually mean their works, not the personalities themselves. The meaning of the works are shifted to the persons here. So there could be other types of metonymy which help us understand, or other types of figures of speech which can help us to understand the functions of semantic transfer.